Happy New Year, everybody. I wanted to come on and share a couple of ways that I choose music to study and to practice and to spend some time with. With all the music, all the piano music out there in the world, it can be hard to commit to one piece to study or a piece to practice. I often face that challenge. But I thought, well, I have settled with something for the time being, and I thought I would share how I arrived with this piece. I have the opportunity at the end of this month to play a magnificent piano. It's a concert grand that is huge and has the most glorious bass notes, and it has the most incredible feel to it. I've played it, I think 2 or 3 times in the past, and the first time I played it, I fell instantly in love. So, being a pianist, maybe you haven't thought about that, oftentimes we do not perform on our own instrument. In fact, many, many times the average pianist does not perform on their own instrument. We have to perform on whatever's at the venue. And unless that venue really values instrumental quality, and music making, the instrument will be kind of decent at best. So, and this is not to, create shade on some certain venues, but a fine piano is very, very, very expensive. So I get it. So pianists will often practice on their own instrument to prepare for a performance, but the performance is hardly ever on their own instrument unless you're like cream of the crop. But your average pianist will usually just play on an instrument that is not their own. Well, I have the opportunity to play a fantastic instrument at the end of this month. And so I wanted to choose a piece that highlighted the bass notes and also had a chance to really get into the keys and feel those keys. And I settled on Brahms Rhapsody Opus 79, number 2. It uses a lot of notes in the basement, which is really awesome. And it even a couple of times you used the lowest note on the piano. And I cannot wait to get my fingers on those notes. I can't wait. So I am preparing, and I am spending some time imagining those bass notes. Another feature that really attracted me to this piece is that a lot of the ups and downs that can happen in this piece. I like to tell my students that music is one of the very few endeavors that you can express and experience a range of emotions in a healthy way, in a beautiful way. So in fact, it's encouraged that we tap into as many feels as possible. It's not many situations where we can really feel rage and big and loud and big feelings, and then the next second, the very next second, just shut all that down or get quiet or, get introspective. If a person were to act like that, you would probably consider them unstable, unhealthy, and we would try to discourage or, try to, I guess, dampen down those big feels in public, right? But in music, when you see those things in public, we call that beautiful and expressive and creative. And even with music, we can feel good about doing that because it does help us process some of these big emotions that people can have. So, I like to tell my students that it's one of the few things that we can do where those types of big feels are encouraged, and it's a safe place to do it. It's a healthy way to do it. It's a beautiful way to do it. So, why not? I'm not going to play the whole thing for you, but I did want to give you a sense of some of the low notes that I'll get to play on the big piano. So right now I'm playing on my own piano, which I do love. I love my own piano, but I just cannot wait to get my hands on those basement notes on the big grand. I hope you enjoy.